If something is important enough, even if the odds are against you, you should still do it. Going from PayPal, I thought, well, what are some of the other problems that are likely to most affect the future of humanity? Not from the perspective, what's the best way to make money? Physics is a good framework for thinking. Boil things down to their fundamental truths and reason up from there. The first step is to establish that something is possible, then probability will occur. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket. Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. You want to have a future where you're expecting things to be better, not one where you're expecting things to be worse. It is a mistake to hire huge numbers of people to get a complicated job done. Numbers will never compensate for talent in getting the right answer. Two people who don't know something or know better than one will tend to slow down progress and will make the task incredibly expensive. If you go back a few hundred years, what we take for granted today would seem like magic, being able to talk to people over long distances, to transmit images, flying, accessing vast amounts of data like an oracle. These are all things that would have been considered magic a few hundred years ago. My biggest mistake is probably weighing too much on someone's talent and not someone's personality. I think it matters whether someone has a good heart. When I was in college, I wanted to be involved in things that would change the world. Now I am. I think it's very important to have a feedback loop, where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. I think that's the single best piece of advice. Constantly think about how you could be doing things better and questioning yourself. I wouldn't say I have a lack of fear. In fact, I'd like my fear emotion to be less because it's very distracting and fries my nervous system. Life is too short for long-term grudges. Don't be afraid of new arenas. I think it is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. I could either watch it happen or be a part of it. Being an entrepreneur is like eating glass and staring into the abyss of death. I would like to die on Mars. Just not on impact.